Have you ever wondered what an aviation convention is like? Have you ever imagined what it's like to see thousands of model airplanes, aviation memorabilia, and like-minded enthusiasts? Have you ever wanted to be around aviation 24/7 for 3 days straight? Join me as we're going to be preparing for the largest airline collectibles show in the entire world, Airliners International. Welcome everybody to the second preparation video for Airliners International 2025 at the Delta Flight Museum in Atlanta, Georgia. This is going to be a blast, and I'm super excited for this. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome everybody to the third preparation video for Airliners International 2025 at the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport from June 25th through 28th of 2025. I hope all of you are excited for today's preparation. We have some very critical updates to talk about today, along with a really good preliminary timeline of what's coming up here as we get into the final months of preparation for AI 2025. We obviously have JJ here as well. JJ, how you doing today? And you ready to talk up some more AI 2025?
Doing fantastic on the Saturday morning. How are you doing?
Hey man, cannot complain at all, especially since we got an awesome email here from Airliners International. As you all know, our last preparation video was in December, so it's excellent to make it here to February, and we should have pretty much monthly updates from here on out. So we'll talk about all of this as we move throughout, but we have some very exciting updates with some preliminary timelines of what's going on. And that banner right there, I think, really tells the story for how exciting this is. So here's our update from the AI 2025 team. They've been very busy, but they're excited to provide us updates here for 2025. First and foremost, there are a few rooms available left in the Renaissance Hotel booking link, and these are available on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. They're also working on securing additional hotel rooms at a special rate at another hotel, and this information will be available in mid-March. So this is certainly very exciting. Here's the hotel link here for the, obviously, Renaissance Concourse through the Marriott. So this is a great opportunity. If you weren't able to secure a room, the block's right here, and it looks like they even have some options for $159 a night still. So really great opportunity here if you do want to stay at the Renaissance, and can't recommend it enough, as we'll show off the views here from the Renaissance shortly. But JJ, what are you thinking about this? And awesome to see the Renaissance get a couple of rooms back.
I'm excited to stay at this Renaissance. It sounds like an awesome hotel. It's very upscale and has a lot of fun amenities to it. And definitely excited for that balcony spotting if we are able to get some time in there for that, because I know
absolutely
there's the videos that I've seen and everything. It's really good. Matt Cochran especially, he's done a few from that perspective. I hope we get to meet him there too. That would be super exciting.
And more on that will be coming throughout upcoming preparation videos, so stay tuned for that. So really exciting with all of what's going on. This is going to be a very complex, very exciting show, but we're going to make it as easy for you all as possible. Next, if you have any reservations for tables at the ATL show, more on that's going to be coming soon. We'll talk about it here more in a moment, but as you can see, the Delta Flight Museum is currently going through renovations for Delta's 100th anniversary, which the new special liveries, that's an update from the last video, look absolutely stupendous, so super excited to catch all those. But regardless of the case, we'll have more on Delta Flight Museum in upcoming videos, so we'll kind of talk about the timeline for that as we go throughout. It's also really exciting to see that the seminars will be expanded into 2 rooms at ATL, which is really awesome. That means more seminars and so forth. And this will be a really good opportunity to provide a wide array of seminars on a variety of aviation topics. So certainly very excited for all of that, and we certainly will be highlighting all of that once we get more information in May, so stay tuned for that. And they're also currently working on the tour programs, which is really exciting. The preliminary details are expected in late March. This could fluctuate, so certainly keep that in mind, but more will be coming up soon, so definitely stay tuned for that as we continue to patiently wait on tours here, as we should get information possibly within a month. It's also worth noting that there is a bunch of really exciting one-day shows going on here throughout the United States. 2 brand new ones here for the spring 2025. First and foremost, Orlando will be getting their collectible show, which is super exciting, and this will be on Saturday, March 29th. I highly recommend all of you attending, as this will be a very popular show. Not to mention that Seattle, the following weekend on April 6th, will also be having a show on that Sunday. So it's really exciting to see these shows expand from coast to coast, literally, and providing great opportunities for all aviation enthusiasts in regions that are underserved by these collectible shows. So all of this is really exciting. I'll go ahead and show you the list real quick of all the, there's some really good pictures of it, by the way, but I'll go ahead and show you the list here of all the collectible shows, and you can certainly download the flyers for the postcards for AI 2025 if you'd like. But we have Amsterdam, that's about to happen, which is awesome. San Francisco's on March 8th, so definitely attend there. Orlando's on March 29th. It will be absolutely fantastic, along with Seattle on April 6th. Dallas will be on April 26th, which will be awesome on that Saturday. And Chicago got announced for May 10th, so very similar date to last year there at the same location, which will be awesome. And then, of course, we have Airliners International 2025. That'll be taking place right there, June 25 through 28. And we'll also have the LAX one-day show, which will be on August 16th this year, which will be awesome. Cleveland got confirmed for August 23rd, so that will be absolutely fantastic as well. And more will be coming up here in the future. So definitely plenty to talk about there, but let's get back into AI 2025. JJ, what do you think with regards here to obviously the Delta Flight Museum situation? We obviously have the tours and the seminars as well to discuss, along with all the other aspects of the show that are currently on pace for a really exciting release here in the near future.
Yeah, so with regards to the Delta 100th anniversary, I do want to mention those two special liveries. I saw a video yesterday. The A350 is airborne now. It took its first flight, I think, yesterday or sometime not too long ago now. The A321neo has been doing some taxi and rejected takeoff runs, I've heard as well. So we're getting very close to those planes being delivered. And we'll certainly get an opportunity, multiple opportunities even, to spot those in Atlanta. And with the museum, I'm super excited to see what they've got for the 100th anniversary. And it will be very, very fun to check that out when we're there. The seminars, I'm excited to see what they have, especially if they've expanded their seminar programs by a significant amount with 2 rooms this time instead of 1. I've already seen photos of one of the seminar rooms, so I'm not sure what the second one's going to be like. That should be very fun to check out as well. The tours, eager to see what they've got, but I know they've got Delta Tech Ops on there. I'm very confident they're going to get that into the tour list and possibly some other events as well. We'll certainly be seeing what else is happening around the Atlanta area, and there may or may not be some more details on that, so we'll see what happens with that. And then as for the collectible shows, the upcoming regional ones, of course, you got Amsterdam tomorrow on the 23rd, and then the new ones like Orlando and Seattle. Those are very exciting, and those are cities that certainly have deserved a collectible show for a long time. I'd love to hit those up myself, but I'm very busy with my own life, so I can't do that. But I'll be excited to see photos coming out from those who do attend the Orlando one on Saturday, March 29th, and then Seattle on Sunday, April 6th, inside the Museum of Flight. So that should be a very fun backdrop, just like the Delta Flight Museum for Airliners International this summer.
Absolutely, and really looking forward to those, and they're very vital to the sake of all of our collectible shows and obviously going on to support AI. So very excited for those and really eager to see how all that turns out. So that will certainly be vital as well. We did have one brief update in January, but this pretty much went into detail on getting ready for this update. So just wanted to mention that we are looking at the breaking news page, and definitely keep your eye on it as we'll have more updates as we continue to move into the really busy season here for AI 2025 preparation. Here's a really good outline of what to expect video wise. This pretty much puts it into a simple consolidated format here for what we just read through on that email. So we're doing this video today with the February updates, and then if we get an additional hotel, we'll make a video on that. That will likely be here in 3 weeks or so if it's per the timeline, but that can certainly change. Tours are expected late March, early April, but certainly do expect fluctuation possible, so we'll keep our eye on that. But that video will be coming out when those come out. So we'll have tours first likely, and then the seminars once those are confirmed in May, along with additional updates at that time. And then once we have all the events and plans and other such items all organized and together, we'll talk about all of those in early June, probably around that June 1st time that we've done previously. And then about a week before the show, we'll have a see you there video as we've seen previously. So this has all came out very nicely. Obviously, we've not had too many videos at this point. This is only video number 4 over a really long 8-month span, but it's going to pick up as we'll be doing that amount of videos, if not more, within a 3-month period. So it's definitely going to be awesome as we continue to prepare, and this is a great time to share it with your friends and a really good time to be ready. But I think the big takeaway here is if you don't have any hotel reservations at this time, sounds like we're going to get another hotel, so just stay patient with that. We talked about that previously, but now it's really looking like that's definitely going to happen. So JJ, any additional thoughts on the preparation schedule and any additional notes you'd like to make on what we currently have here?
Yeah, this is definitely a great outline for all of our preparation content we'll have coming out over the next few months. We're getting ready to move into spring, so temperatures are going to start rising in a lot of places. It's been very cold up in my area for the last week. I about turned into an ice box at one point, but we survived.
Yes.
And the other thing too, this is definitely a good time to start looking at flights as well.
Absolutely.
I know in some areas where you might be in, it might be difficult to get flights to Atlanta for an affordable price. Excuse me. I'll certainly be looking at opportunities to get there, whether it's direct from Sioux Falls or if it's, through some other method. Whatever it's going to take, I'm going there regardless. I don't care what it takes. I want to go to Airliners in Atlanta because I've never been to the city before, and especially with all the other fun things that it has on offer. certainly want to get out there and check this place out because it is incredible from all the media that I've seen over the years of it.
Absolutely. My biggest two recommendations for flights include American Airlines mile redemptions. That will be your best value, and they have credit card offers all the time, so keep that one in mind. And number two, I would recommend if you only have Delta nonstops to ATL, reposition to a city with a ULCC. That would be your best bet. But we can talk about that more in upcoming videos for sure. But those are great pieces of advice. And if you have any more thoughts, feel free to comment below. But this is the current schedule, as we'll definitely be ramping it up here with at least one video enough, pretty much 2 videos a month as we move forward. So very excited for all that. That will be absolutely awesome. And just as a brief hinter here, I'm expecting the second hotel probably be this Hilton right here. It's in very convenient proximity to the museum. As you can tell, it's essentially as close to the museum as what the Renaissance is. That's what I would expect, but obviously, like we talked about in previous videos, there are a wide array of hotel options here. So I would recommend staying patient. In the next video, we'll talk about this. So if you don't have a hotel reservation, don't freak out. Just stay tuned and have your money ready because the next block of hotels will probably go very fast. So keep that in mind, but that's currently the trajectory that we have. Getting more into detail about the current situation with the Delta Flight Museum, as we talked about in the last video, this is the exact graphic that we looked like. As far as I'm aware, they're on pace. So in the next video, when we preview a possible new hotel, we likely will also have preview dates here for the Delta Flight Museum of what to expect when it gets revealed on April 7th and so forth. So this is very exciting, and I'm really eager to see what this will look like. And this will also go in conjunction with the new table layout that we're going to have, as there will likely be even more tables added with the new configuration of what they have inside the museum. So JJ, any additional thoughts here regarding the museum situation?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I said earlier, I'm really excited to see what the museum's going to look like with all the 100th anniversary stuff put in, as they're working on essentially redoing the museum for the next couple months, April 7th, when that thing reopens up. So I'll be excited to see all the photos and videos of what that will look like once they've got that all completed.
There'll be no shortage of fun. That's going to be for absolute sure. I'm really honestly really enjoying the preparation aspect as well. The show's going to blow that out of the water, but I can't lie, I've not had this much fun previewing a show, and it's a little bit different since we know even more about it now, but it's really cool with all these various aspects. Kansas City was great for what it was, but obviously just doesn't quite meet the magnitude of this. So really exciting for sure there. Also talking about the seminars, contests, tours, and so forth, we'll have more information on all of this, and if you'd like to look at the contest information, those documents have been updated. But once again, in order, we should have an additional hotel coming, then the tour details, then the seminars. So those will really be the next 3 big aspects that we talk about, along with a spotting meetup, other such events. We'll get more information on the welcome reception, the banquet, as we continue to move through the months. So I'm sure that we'll really start ramping up with additional information starting with the next video and beyond. So this is a really good time to breathe a little bit, if a really good time to look at flights like JJ said and so forth. So, but once again, just start getting that mindset, as this is really the time to start thinking about it if you're really serious about attending this year's show. Here's a really good spreadsheet to be able to budget for such. As you can see here, we have a variety of items that are important here, including the registration, which you can register now as well. Just click on that registration tab. You also have budgeting here for collectibles, the hotel, airfare, gas, however you're getting there, transporting those collectibles, the meal aspect along with the water and so forth, snacks, you name it. You got some emergency money there as well in total. I really do recommend emergency money. You don't have to do it, but I think that it's really a great asset to have, because JJ and I have both overspent so many times on collectibles, but you simply just do not know what you're going to run into. Not only that, you know, you may have some sort of discrepancy that you need to handle in the moment, whether it's you need a phone charger or whatever it is. Sometimes, you know, be prepared by being unprepared, and they're kind of kidding by that, but be prepared no matter what. It's always better to have that option available than to not. I certainly recommend very much having some sort of backup plan in case you're not at home, obviously. So it's important, and certainly helps down the road if you somehow, need whatever to get back into action. It's very important. So budgeting is really important. JJ could talk about it for a long time, but I'm sure he's in alignment regarding great idea to have emergency money along with just plenty of budgeted out. And if you come under the budget, then that's awesome. But coming under the budget's probably not going to happen at a show like this. So just be prepared, I think, is the big takeaway. Wouldn't you agree with that, sir?
I would absolutely agree. And for me right now, because I've got way too many models in the last couple months, some white whales and much needed models to complete certain fleets like North Central and all that. I've got that all completed now, so I'll be super excited to get the last one in the mail in the coming days. So I think from this point on, so long as these manufacturers don't release good stuff, I'm not buying anything new. I'm going to save up for this and for possibly other things too that'll go in conjunction with the show.
Absolutely. So it's going to be really exciting, but definitely start thinking about that budgeting aspect as we still have, I might be wrong, but like 130 days, maybe somewhere in there.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're in that area. So we're definitely closing in within that 3-month window. So it's coming up fast. So it's going to be absolutely awesome. 4-month window, excuse me. Also, definitely check out the Airliners International Instagram and Facebook pages along with the website. This provides all the information on what's going on along with applicable updates. So definitely stay tuned on that. That will be very important. And definitely check out the Airliners International 2024 community content playlist for an overview of what it looks like. This playlist already has over 1,600 views and over 170 videos featured. So there's certainly plenty of opportunity, and I continue to produce all my content from the show as well. I think the distribution of doing one video a week this year has really been fun to keep the format and content consistent. So it's all been really fun to make, and it's certainly been great to reflect on as we continue to get ready for ATL here in 2025. I also want to highlight some really cool videos that I found online of AI2019, which was the last time that was in the Delta Flight Museum. This video I didn't find from the last couple of videos that we did, and I thought this was a really cool panorama view here of what the show looked like. So this is up here from the corner. They have that elevated platform you can see on the right side of your screen right here, and you can get elevated above the actual perimeter of the whole museum, which I just think is really cool, and what a flawless design this was. So as you can see here, plenty of tables down there. I can see die-cast model aircraft, all kinds of different pictures. There's some sort of different pins down there and so forth. So all kinds of aviation collectibles. I would certainly expect to see more die-cast model airplanes this year as the landscape certainly changed substantially. The last time that it was at Atlanta was obviously pre-pandemic, so as you can tell, plenty of change. But I'm sure JJ can, and all of us can just get excited by looking at this and just saying, wow, this is gonna happen. This is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking really exciting. And I also like to mention too, you see the graph there on the right, just beside the video there, you can see different little spikes.
Yeah, great point.
You count, because if you want to point towards that most recent spike, I want to see what the timing of that was.
That was in the summer of 23.
So right before that year's show in Dallas. So there's definitely the algorithm starting to pick up on this content. So it's definitely exciting to see the renewed interest in the show. And I still remember Chris telling us at Kansas City that the show was starting on a bit of a downward trend in attendance in the last few years. But now that, since there's this younger group that's come in, it's starting to rocket right back up. And
absolutely,
all the social media promotion is certainly helping with that. And I'm super excited to be a part of this next generation of the enthusiasts coming to the show.
Absolutely. What he just said is very validated, and this video really gets into a bunch of great aspects of it, so definitely check it out. But as you can see, this is actually a really cool format of how he did it. He kind of shows some of the products while showing some of the B-roll there, but as you can tell, it turned out really well. But you can see just a wide variety of items, and it's really cool. And there's a good friend that we know right there as well. So really cool video. Definitely recommend checking that one out. Here's another picture vantage point of what it looks like, and you see some additional pictures to supplement that there on the left, but it's a really cool vantage point. I can only imagine what it's going to look like with new exhibits and other such changes here as we move into 2025 here. You can also see this is a really good view from the Atlanta Renaissance, and I promised in the last video that I would try to come up with some better plane spotting angle from the time of year regarding the lighting, and I was able to find a morning plane spotting video during the summer from May of 2023 that really highlights what the lighting's going to look like. So as you can tell, it kind of varies per aircraft, but I know these are kind of simple. I just thought the Ethiopian would be a cool one to start. But this is a really good shot here, this Delta 319, of what the lighting's going to look like in the morning and evening. As you can tell, the aircraft's front lit, and that's a really cool aspect, as this is the only time of the year from the Renaissance Hotel due to the east-west runways that the aircraft are front lit. So it literally goes perfectly aligned. Here's a Delta A321. As you can tell, the light's really good. I have never spotted here during the summer with these conditions, so I'm extremely excited for it, and what a great opportunity for it all to work out with the lighting. So that'll be really cool. Here's a couple of different examples. There's an American A319. We also got Frontier here as a good example here, so that's a good one as well. And again, the Ethiopian was really cool, but you can kind of see as I scroll through the bar here, kind of what the different lighting situations look like, and it's really cool that the lighting works out. This video does not feature any afternoon plane spotting with sun, so obviously just imagine the sun just kind of on the other side. But as you can tell, it will be front lit, so that'll be awesome, and I'm really excited for it. And as you can tell, there's a bunch to look forward to. Delta hangars in the background, all the concourses. It is a really cool overview, and I certainly recommend just watching and some fun plane spotting from the Renaissance Hotel to get excited for it, as it will be absolutely awesome. So JJ, your thoughts on the Atlanta plane spotting, how it's going to go from this vantage point, and then obviously some sort of spotting meetup in some capacity, however we're able to arrange that here within the next few months.
Yeah, I mean the clips here look awesome with that morning lighting. That just looks incredible. Reminds me of the Tampa spotting that I did.
Oh yeah.
Back in November. This is very similar to that with the setup and the lighting and everything. So very excited to check this out and to get to do it off the balcony. Really excited to see all the variety that Atlanta gets, with mostly Delta, of course, but you do have some other airlines. And I saw Ethiopian there. They still fly there, correct?
Yes, Ethiopian does fly multiple times a week. I think it's 3 times a week, but we'll definitely have to check the schedule. There's one that's definitely worth highlighting right there. Look at that. That is the Korean 747-8i.
Yeah,
look at that. That is super cool. There's a really good vantage point right there.
That one will be very nice to spot.
Yes,
and I know
that one comes daily, so that one will be easy to get.
That's good. And they used to get A380s too. I'm not sure if they still get them now.
They have not for a long time, to my knowledge, but that 748 will certainly be very fun to see. So there's going to be no shortage of fun looking at that 748. Here's some cool vantage points of it right there.
Yep. So just hope for all the good stuff to land on the north side, and then whatever this spotting meetup's going to be is all still to be determined. We'll hope for all the good stuff to land wherever that might be at.
Yes, we'll have to figure all that out. So more details coming on the spotting meetup here as we continue to move forward. So we really hope all of you enjoyed this third preparation video. Once again, here's a good outline of what to expect. We'll be back here in a couple weeks. I'm really excited to get on a consistent groove here with these videos, as there's so much to preview. So additional hotel tours, seminar, the overview of all the events and plans, and then the see there videos, what you can expect. There can be bonus videos added in here as well, but I think this is really going to be a nice outline for us to utilize here. So we're really excited about all the upcoming videos, and we hope all of you are as well. If you have any questions about the show, feel free to ask, but this is definitely a really great time for updates and a really good time to start thinking about those flights and start preparing financially for hotels and all these other items, and a great time to register if you haven't already. I'll go ahead and show you that one more time just in case. If you haven't registered, just go here to the Airliners International website. I'm going to go ahead and move my webcam so you can see what I'm talking about, and you can see the registration tab, which is right here, so just click on that. And then of course you have all the different registration options. I certainly think the 3-day registration is a really great value, and then if you have interest in the banquet, you can add that on easily there as well. I can't get my webcam back where it's supposed to go, but anyway, nevertheless, the booking portal is down here. You can use it right here with the online registration, and that is nice and simple. So I recommend that and flights right now, and then more information coming on hotels here in the near future, and we'll talk about that more once we have it here in a few weeks. JJ, any additional thoughts, recommendations, advice, and so forth, as we have a really nice period here to breathe a little bit before it's certainly going to pick up with the action?
Yeah, good time to breathe for a bit. Check out some of the videos that are on YouTube. Now that we've been going to the show for the last 3 years, there is a plethora of content to check out now that cover all the aspects of the convention, from the ballroom, the tours, the seminars, welcome receptions, banquet dinners, just anything that you can think of. There's good odds that there is a video on it, whether it's from me or Connor or someone else in the community that has gone. There's a good plethora of content creators that come out here, and we don't do it just to make videos just because we like to do it. We do it because we have fun with the show.
Absolutely.
We genuinely enjoy it, and we want to share it with the audiences that we have, and everyone else certainly thinks that way as well, and it attracts new people, even more content creators. So it's just that cycle that continues on and on and on, and it will certainly help with the future of this convention as we are approaching year 48 and closing in on 50. So this next generation that we're a part of will be here for the next 50 years.
Absolutely. It's certainly very exciting. I hope all of you are excited for it as well. So if you have any additional thoughts, feel free to speak up. But otherwise, super excited for what's to come, everybody. I hope all of you are as well. We'll see you here in just a few weeks with the latest updates here for Airliners International 2025 with an additional hotel likely. With that being said, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope each and every one of you enjoyed. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do what you love and love what you do. Our names are CM Aviation, JJ, Skippy, of course. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do what you love and love what you do. See you all soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll be super excited for another update here in the near future. See you all soon. Take care, and we'll see you all very soon.